What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody today? Good to hear. Before you guys do anything else, I'd like you to go check out my buddy THREECREATION. His link will be in the down bar. He's an album reviewer. He interviews other album reviewers online. I did an interview with him today. I totally recommend subscribing to him. He kind of reviews more obscure, lesser known albums and artists. It's kind of refreshing. Doesn't just review whatever's big and current. He kind of goes back in the past, takes a lot of requests, does a little bit of digging, does editing in his videos. Today I want to talk about a band called Fang Island. They're a 5-piece, I guess, from Brooklyn. I guess they were originally from Providence, Rhode Island, but now they're based out of Brooklyn. They got together in 2005. I don't know if this is actually their debut album. I heard it is, and I heard it isn't. I heard they had an album up before this. Couldn't find anything on it. The only album I could find any information on was this one, self-titled debut, 2010, Sargent House Records. Fang Island has been described as a math rock band, and I really don't hear any math rock at all. Math rock to me is like complicated time signatures and kind of off-kilter rhythms. The music on here is more straight ahead, kind of loud, anthemic, indie rock, a little bit of like pop punk, a little bit of classic rock kind of influence in there. Very, very big, very exuberant, very loud. It has this very pervasive, positive energy kind of message with it. The music on here is largely instrumental, and yeah, just a lot of, it's got 3 guitarists, and there's a lot of kind of weird guitaring interplay, I guess, which could be kind of math rocky. Maybe it's just so math rock it just seems really simple, but it's more complicated than it really is. I don't know, it just doesn't sound all that complex to be called math rock to me. But these guys definitely have a lot of energy, a lot of spirit, a lot of spunk, you know. Definitely music for little happy kids, though. I feel this music will probably only appeal to people of a certain younger demographic. It didn't really appeal to me. I don't really hang with this positive energy, life is happy, life should be joyful kind of message. It's not really my take on how things are. But these guys are very loud, very big, very bombastic. There's a lot of oohs and whoa-woos kind of lyrics. It's largely instrumental, and there are lyrics. The lyrics are pretty trite. I did write down some of what I could discern for lyrics, and it goes, ooh, hey, that's alright, that's okay, that's alright, that's a whoa, that's alright, hey, that's to say I, that's to be me, that's to see you, this, that kind of shit. More lyrics about, you know, the sun not staying in the sky and stuff like that. It's kind of juvenile content there, but the music itself is not bad. These guys are a little Pitchfork darling band. I heard a lot about them. I read for some requests on the TheNeedleDrops homepage and review Fang Island, so I found their album in the used bin a couple weeks ago. You know, I didn't really expect anything from it. I expected it to be kind of good, maybe something I could DJ on Saturdays, and didn't really find that. Just this kind of happy, young, exuberant music. It doesn't really appeal to me, but I can see a lot of kids trying to hang with it. It is very loud. All the songs have a lot of the same themes, a lot of the same sounds. Not a lot of variety on this album, but they found a very good, you know, niche sound of just the happy ooh-ahs. Like if you're a fan of like Flaming Lips or like maybe our older Arcade Fire or Unicorns, you probably hang out with this. There's some synths that come in and out sometimes. It sound a little bit like church organs, but it's just pretty much just a bunch of like choir-y kind of gang vocals. The song's usually about nonsense in my opinion. But yeah, this is kind of, the band described their music as everyone high-fiving everyone, and music, they make music for people who like music, whatever that means. But it is very much so over-the-top, very excitable kind of music. Very much something you'd probably drive your little sister to their show and then wait outside in the car for the show to be over, and she'd come in the car with her friends and be like, oh my god, such a great show, being all excited. Like, it's not overtly mainstream sound or anything like that. It's nothing quite that terrible. The music on here is listenable to a degree, but nothing I could totally get down with, just because I'm more of a curmudgeon. I'm really not sure what they're so happy about. Maybe they're just happy for the sake of being happy. They're like, hey, let's just ignore all the terrible things in the world and be like, yeah, let's just enjoy life for today, yay. I don't know. very anthemic, very over the top, very much so relentless too. This album rarely slows down. There's a couple of lulls here and there, right? There's just some synthesizers and things cool down before taking off again. It's very much so like a big wall or a tidal wave of sound and pervasive positive message. It's kind of overbearing, kind of overwhelming. Songs aren't that different. Cover art's pretty cool though. It's got some guy dressed up as a giant castle and like, I don't know if this is Halloween or these guys are trying to battle or just like quit bugging me. Not sure what's going on in that picture. More Fang Island. You guys got the track listing in here. And a castle on fire. These guys do have some cool music videos online too, I'll give them that much. But yeah, there's nothing really too subtle about this. Everything on here is very loud, very over the top, very happy-go-lucky, jump around like a fool kind of music. Kind of reminds me of Sum 41 at some parts too. But yeah, I'm happy I didn't pay full price for it, that's for sure. It's not really my bag of chips, but I could see a lot of kids enjoying it, and I won't knock them for that at all. The music on here does sound very well written, if not completely well thought out, but they do have a lot of energy. I can see a lot of kids finding this music very enjoyable. It's not terrible by any means. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not, you know, mainstream pap or anything like that. It's Fang Island's 2010 album, self-titled, released in Sargent House Records, is what it is.